I enrolled, I believe it was the first summit. I was just really impressed with all the speakers, and I wanted to find a way to do the work at home school. But whatever day that PayPal credit became available, that's when I made my move, because I was trying to figure out how I was going to work it out. As far as my life before, I have worked at home before doing medical transcription, so I knew that I enjoyed that life and the flexibility that you get. I always worked for somebody else, and so with work at home school, it gave me, I saw the possibilities of working for myself and doing like freelance. It's kind of ironic that I'm speaking to you today, because today is my first full week of working at home full time. And I thought maybe I could do this in June, but then I pushed, maybe the fall, and then it kind of opened up. So what I'm doing right now is I am doing my medical transcription, but before, what that looked like was I only got the work I was given, and somebody else is my boss. And if I didn't have enough work, it was like, oh, panic city, because that was my income. But now, if there's a little lull in the work, I'm going to work toward my goals, which right now is finishing Caitlin's proofreading course. There's also a course called Evernote, which helps you organize your life, trying to finish that up, because that's going to be very, beneficial to me. Anyway, so today it looks like I'm doing my medical transcription, and then I'm starting to get my life organized so it's not so frantic. Well, I had enrolled in the Proofreading Anywhere course prior to the Work at Home Summit. I'm continuing to work with that, and there's a picture on the front of that course of Caitlin sitting with her iPad in her lap on some kind of lounge chair. And so I just have this picture of me on the beach with my iPad in my lap doing my work. Because with medical transcription, I have to have my foot pedal, and I do go visit my daughter who lives 4 hours away, and I take all my stuff. But just, to have the portability of just using my iPad. So I'm just working toward my initial goal with the proofreading is to finish the proofreading course. And then in the fall, I have a couple of nieces who are in college, and I want to approach them with helping proof some of their college papers. And then if they're happy with the work, to spread that news to their friends and get my website going. And so just tangible goals that I'll take the steps to achieve. I'd say the main thing that has changed, which wouldn't just be for your work, but could just be for life in general, is my mindset of the fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. And I am the oldest child and very much a perfectionist. And sometimes if I don't think I can do something well, I wouldn't even try it. But now, after being in Work at Home School and also the Work at Home Heroes group on Facebook, it's just brought in a whole community that, people on the outside this is like a foreign concept to them, working at home, and they think you're just sitting in your pajamas not doing anything all day. But now you have this Facebook group that's just full of people that are coming from the same place you are, and they're actually, reaching their goals, and they're taking steps. And I think it's important that we encourage each other, because it's just a whole community of people. But as far as the growth mindset now, I'm not afraid to fail. I mean, I'll just try something, and if that doesn't work, then I'll try something else. So, and that's a big deal, because I am 56 years old, and I have children and grandchildren. And so I want to pass these things along to them, that they can accomplish their goals, and that just because you that you fail at something doesn't mean that you should give up. So, and that's really huge. I definitely would. I would say that you owe it to yourself, and just the value that's there for the money that you pay. Oh, it's just indescribable, because when you know, you look on Facebook and there's all kinds of people that are promoting get rich quick and I'll show you how I earn $1 million in a week and all that. But in Work at Home School, it shows you how to actually do the work. It's real people telling you real steps to take. I would definitely recommend to anybody that even has the beginning of a thought that this might be something they want to do. Because for me, as a grandmother, before I worked at home, it was for my children and they were at home and it was to run them around. But now as a grandmother, it's also for my children to help when their kids are sick. And also my mom has like chronic illness. So when she calls me and says, I have to go to the doctor or the hospital, I don't have to panic that I don't have this time built up in my, PTO at work. I'll just go take care of her and move my work around the way I need to, or I can take it with me.